Hello, guys. Welcome back once again to this new tarot reading. This time I'm going to do this energetic reading to see what kind of bond they could potentially develop since it had just started between these two groups, between 80s members and Icon members. Just because I have seen that a few people requested me about a certain member and of each group, about them reaching out to each other and actually starting like a communication outside of being in the group, outside of it in the show, and that they seem to have started to contact each other and see each other, maybe probably like establish like some kind of connection or friendship. So I tried to do that actually, and to be honest, I didn't see anything. So it probably could mean that they are just starting, and actually that they had like they had expressed their mutual desire to get together or something, and actually this is not happening right now because of their tight schedules and besides of everything that they are doing for the show and other activities. And also, to be honest, and because I want to do this reading in a general basis for to see how both groups feel about each other, we have to take into consideration that this is a job for them. This is a profession that, like I always say and I always try to establish, one of the things of being professional, of being good in this industry, it's about to be a good networker. And this means to become acquaintances. I wouldn't say friends because for me, friends, it's about friendship, it's a very deep bond that develops with time and develops with both of the parties putting the amount of effort, and it takes a lot of work. So I wouldn't call friendship to someone asking for my number and actually exchanging text from now and then. Of course, they do have in common that they do work in the same industry and that they probably their experiences are a bit similar but not entirely. So let's see what this tarot reading has to say about this bond or this potential relationship between these two groups. So I placed Icon in the left side and I placed Ateez on the right, and in the middle, as always, we have the overall energy for the relationship as a whole, and for a very short-term future, if you like to call that. So let's see. Icon got the cards of the Two of Coins, the Four of Swords, and the King of Cups. So how they view it is, actually they view it is as people that are really hardworking and that they are trying to be very flexible with everything, with the little resource that they got. I don't know why they think that 80s has doesn't have much resource. I mean, like financial, this because it's mental, so we are talking about resources, material resources, physical resources. So they definitely develops a kind of admiration, I'm sorry, for the boys, and also because I feel that they relate a lot with 80s in the sense that probably in the past they had experienced the same, because I can see this with this four of swords here, and they had definitely went through or gone through the same, almost the very similar experience of not being the popular group that everyone invests money on, because I think that they are very wise when it comes to Icon. Not only they have a lot of experience, but they also are very focused on the financial aspect of things. So I think that this is how they measure popularity is about money, or at least that's how they had always felt, all about themselves even. I think that they see that the more popular you are, the most money people want to invest on you. And I think that they went through periods of feeling really lucky and actually having a lot of sponsors, of a lot of the company actually putting a lot of money in promoting them and stuff. And then there was a time when they were just like forgotten, and like they were just pushed to the side to a rest somehow, like to an involuntary rest period that they didn't ask for it. But it was like the company were preferring to focus their money or their will or their power on pushing other groups and not them. So with the King of Cups here, I do believe that they could potentially, I I wouldn't be able to say which members because I'm seeing the group energy here, but they definitely have like some kind of, they could develop like a strong connection with AT's members, because there's the King of Cups here. So I think that they also have a feeling of they could like become friends, because their this King of Cups is also about being willing and open to share your emotional sensations, or maybe to talk about deeper experiences, or to share your honest opinions about things. And I think that they would do it in a very, not in a very fatherly, like a father figure, almost like a mother figure to 80s. I think that they see a lot of themselves in this voice, and they see their struggles. So I don't know what they mean or what they have seen about 80s that lets them know that despite of also seeing the potential in the group, they also see that they are not maybe the ones that uh, have like very influential, like there's not much money invested on it. So maybe they are pretty aware of that difference of being privileged in some aspect. So I think that from their part, there's a willingness and there's an openness to become friends or to become close in an emotional level, which is really nice. But they are doing it almost like in a way of like to be this wise mentor, like some kind of giving the boys tips about that they have to care or take care about their emotional side, or giving them advices about the importance to speak their mind and to also acknowledge their own pain or their frustrations or their, just to keep the energy of the group and the synergy flowing, and not just to focus on the physical aspect, or maybe on, or if they got the choreography right, or if they, not to put a lot of effort or pressure in those aspects, but also that to take care of each other when it comes to being in a group, of take care of each other mental wellness or mental health, to be there for each other, to become closer when it comes to emotions. We know that ATs already has a member that is absent because of these kinds. I mean, I'm not saying that it's because of being part of the group that he is in this mental state. Actually, it's something that it takes much more than pressure to actually trigger this state he's in. But probably the stress or the pressure or feeling under pressure, it's a very important trigger. So it would be nice for them to actually look out for each other, and not and that the seven members that remain can take care of each other. So let's see about how it is view Icon. Um, I think that we have the tower for them. the Tower, the Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So definitely, they they see Icon as this very exceptional entertainers. They see that there's something about Icon style that is very unique. That they definitely are very like visionaries in that sense. That there's something about them that is really powerful, and that they managed with their energy to accomplish everything they had accomplished by being unique and by actually like breaking certain stereotypes or certain traditions that there was about being a K-pop group. I think that they truly admire. Um, they see Icon as this force, as but this very groundbreaking force, like this. You know, being in this tower energy, it means that you are very passionate, but you're also like a destroyer of boundaries. You know, there's not a limit to what you can do or what you can achieve. So they definitely feel this energy coming from the Icon members. They also see about all the passion that Icon is putting when it comes to actually being in this show. I think that they maybe probably saw that actually Icon started like being really humble, and it started like almost like in a very uh they were too calm, or maybe they were a bit passive. They were just like seeing the like testing the waters, you know, like when you go to somewhere where you don't know. It's like they see Icon's evolution when it comes to being part of this show, that they are actually like putting more intensity and a little bit of more effort to stand out actually and become a bit more competitive. uh, it's not that they see that Icon is lazy, it's just that they see that they definitely admire them, but there's something about them that actually ATEEZ members could see, is that the Icon members actually seem to be a bit tired, or maybe like as if they had been through a burnout or something. Like there's it's not that the group is not together because they are together, but they are, I think that they see them as their energy being a little bit like it's running out, you know, their enthusiasm, you know, their, it's like they are really tired actually, and they are trying really hard to maintain and to keep being showing this side of themselves, but they see that they are not very like maybe they see that actually the members are tired, that there are few members that really put all the efforts, and that they are, it's like they are not communicating, or there's something about their energy as a group that is a bit off, or it's a bit uncoordinated. And I think I saw a bit about that too. um I don't know much about Icon, but I know about their reputation, I know about their songs, I know they have been for a while. I know they also don't there's a member that is no longer with them. So maybe this is the what 80s is getting energetically from Icon. It's like, because with this tower here, yes, they are very impressive. They are still standing and strong, but there's a part of them that is broken. There's something about the group being broken and like trying to keep themselves together or trying to maintain together, but um, they are not the same as they used to be. So, and I think that being part of this experience of being in this show is actually like adding a bit of more passion and a bit of more motivation for them to actually show what they are all about. I think that they are starting to see icon like the true icon that they are, with the real meaning of the word, without the K, with icon with C. And they're really excited to see that they are moving, that their energy and their passion is starting to show in their performances, and that they are starting to feel a bit more energetic, like they're the 80s is seeing 80s like they are starting to like to put a more passion and to actually get in the game, and actually get in the game and get ahead. I think that 80s definitely admires a lot Icon out of the other groups. It's not that they don't admire the other groups, but I think that when it comes to Icon, they have a huge respect, and there's a part of them that actually there's something about if they could share their energy or their passion or their stamina with the members, they would do it, because I think that there's a part of them that actually wants Icon to win. So they're fanboys actually. Yes, they are. But they definitely also are very intuitive, and they are very perceptive, and they know that the group is no longer what it used to be. I think that there's also a sense of feeling tired. I think that Icon, as energetically, because I saw it with the Four of Swords also, they are tired actually. They are trying to hold on just because of the fans actually, but there are a lot of things about this industry that they no longer like agree with this exposure. So I think that they are getting a bit impatient with, and actually I don't think they were really happy to be part of this show. I think that they were like pushed to do it. So that's why at first they 80s got this energy from Icon, from being like, oh yes, I'm here, but I don't want to be here, something like this. And now they're getting the hang of it. Now that they're finally like showing different performance, they are starting to feel, it's like the passion and the fire is starting to build up inside of them. So, and with the Two of Swords, they definitely have a lot of respect for Icon, and they really want to be friends with Icon members when it comes to 80s, but they also know that it's up to Icon to accept them. I think that they see that there are members that are maybe more willing to create the connection, and that there are others that are not interested at all. So they don't want to push too much, to being like too like in their faces, like, I want to I don't know, exchange numbers, and I want to send you messages. Like they want to maintain like being uh, respectful, and also just to wait for the members to feel comfortable enough to reach to them also, because they're really excited about actually becoming closer to Icon. But they also see that Icon members, each of them have their own personalities, and they don't fake it. I mean, there's obviously like they like each other. The groups generally like each other. It's just that Icon members, from what I could see in their birth charts, I noticed that a lot of them are Aquarius, but I noticed that, and Bobby is a Sagittarius, but almost all of them have a lot of Capricorn energies. Almost all of them have like Capricorn moons, and there's one of them that is a Capricorn, and the one that it's an Aries sun, that I think that is June is his name. He has a moon in Capricorn also. So they are intimidating. I mean, they don't just open up to anyone. It is not actually about that they are the seniors, or that they have more experience, or that they are like they've been around longer than the others. It's more about that they're not very social with other idols actually, because I feel like there's something, like I said before, there's something about being an idol that they actually don't like, or maybe they don't resonate. They just want to perform, and they just want uh to show what their talents. They actually are not interested in, like, being the perfect idol. So maybe that's why there's a kind of resistance energetically. And actually ATs, that they are, a lot of them are perceptive, and a lot of them also are really eager, they're really friendly. There are a lot of ATs members that are really friendly, but also there are others that are also a bit shy. So that's why it's not that they do not want to start talking to each other's groups. It's just that it's awkward for some of them, so maybe if you see a few members interacting more than the others, it doesn't mean that they are not interested. It's just that um making friends with a Capricorn moon is really hard. I mean, I'm a Capricorn sun, and actually I have met Capricorn moon, and they are more Capricorn than myself, I swear, because they are very intimidating, because they are so, there's something about them that gives me this very, like, boss vibe. They are very, like, the leader kind of type. So whenever they are talking to you, you feel like they are like they are like establishing a domination on you. I don't know why. Then you eventually, like, get to know them, and you realize that they're really sweet inside, but they have this energy that it's a bit like, strong, and like, powerful. So you don't know if whether they hate you or they like you. You have no idea. It's like, it's really intimidating. And I'm a Capricorn, so I don't know why, but I feel like, and they are extremely strict with themselves, so they are not very, like, expressive with emotions, but they are very profound. But they don't just get along with anyone. They're very picky when it comes to who they choose to hang out with. So this is why when they seem to get closer to 80s, I was like, oh, the boys definitely must irradiate a certain um charisma, or a certain. And also what happens when I also, people that have a lot of Capricorn energy, I have to say this, is that they definitely they tend to get into relationships or interactions with people that they can associate with, that would make them look good professionally, or with people that they would think that would do them good when it comes to their image, or when it comes to if they could do like some kind of collaboration, or some kind of, that could benefit their status. So for them, for a Capricorn moon, for example, it's really important actually for them to be exchanging numbers, or to be like talking to you. It's almost like handing you their business card, because it's all about business. So, and also, let's not be blind that they are working. I mean, their job, it's in these shows, it's work. So I think that they also see, they're not dumb, or they obviously see in 80s, they see the potential in 80s. They see that 80s could be, despite of them winning or not, that they could go really far. And actually I think that they would wish for the boys to become really, really popular. And I think that they want to support that, or they want to show their respect, or that they acknowledge the hard work that ATs puts in comparison to the other groups. So I believe that it's there's something about they admire each other professionally, and that's very important too. Um, so when it comes to the overall relationship, we have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Hangman. So yes, I think that there definitely is going to be a lot of communication between them, like back and forth. Like, oh, we should get together, we should do this, like, really desiring to do things together. And both sides will show a great enthusiasm about actually like doing something together, like maybe spending time together outside of without cameras and stuff. And they when they meet, they could potentially talk about some kind of collaboration or actually some kind of exchange where they talk about their experiences and give each other's advice and stuff. But also with the hangman here, I don't think that they can keep communicating, but I think that it's going to be hard for them to actually keep interacting after the show ends, because I think that both of the groups have different stages that they're going to go on. I think that maybe for 80s they're going to enter to, like I said, they're going to receive a lot of offers, so they are probably focusing on a new step to achieve after the show is over. So when it comes to Akon, I don't know, maybe Akon, the members have other um, I don't know if they are entering the military yet, because I don't know how old are they. Um, but I think that they will go for a period where probably they will again go back to, in the case of Akon, they will go back to this hermit mode, where they will not do presentations or stuff. I mean, I feel like they're just in the show just to participate, but I don't see them like being that active afterwards. And I think that this is where this hangman he comes here. And also there's I don't know why, but I feel like there are people from the company, especially from the part of Icon, that is like they are like, you shouldn't hang out, or you shouldn't talk to them. So there's like this kind of like actually the relationship of will they will be able to communicate, but I don't think that I see this connection and this like starting with a lot of force, with a lot of will from both parts, but then I would see like eventually like dying down, or maybe like not reaching out to each other very often. So we will have to see what they how these interactions develop. But I see that both groups will go through different experiences, so this is why they will it's not that they will not be in touch, because they will, but the often how often they will do it, it depends about each other's activities or each other's what they have to work on, uh and I think that they will go to separate roads or something like this. So this was my interpretation. I hope I made myself clear, and that you understood a bit about what I said, because this is what I have for this group. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.